This is box one of two of these. We got some Topps Chrome 1999 traded and rookies. You got the side of the box. Back is just the front again. There's the bottom info for you. Factory sealed. We'll bust this open and see what's inside. And I'll do another video for box two when that arrives shortly. Get that plastic layer off. Toss that aside, and I think it just slides open like so. And then we've got cards on, that side. All right, so let's see. I think I want to open this up first. There we go. So we'll get the whole deck out and I'll lay it down like so. And we'll start going through these. Let me just pull the whole stack aside here, and we'll go maybe about 10 at a time here. A little bit of not too much stickiness between them, but you can tell they're a little bit stuck there. Do a little bit of pre-unsticking before I go through, which will, one, allow me to actually go through them. There we go. Want to be careful. This is not ideal, but I've definitely seen worse. I don't think we'll have any damage to these cards. But I think the worst I've seen of this would have been, I think it was 91 Topps Gold or Topps hockey cards. That was a nightmare of a situation with those. So here's our cards. I'll stop and talk about some of these ones I'm interested, ones that I have any kind of reference for. I know Terry Mulholland. I think he was on with the Cubs. Yeah, he had just been with the Cubs. Maybe it was when he was the Braves. I grew up watching a lot of Braves baseball on TBS, so maybe that's where I recognize him from. Get Darryl Hamilton, David Segui on the Blue Jays there. Livan Hernandez. Because I forgot he was on the Giants too. He was with the Marlins on the World Series team. And then he went over to the Giants first before making his way over to Montreal. He would be with the Nationals, of course. Got the Gambler, Kenny Rogers. And then Homer Bush. I think that was about 10 or so. Let's see if I can get a better way to unstick these. Yeah, they're just sticky. They're coming apart pretty well, but I don't think there'll be significant damage, which is good, but it will definitely delay my process here. I think next video I'll probably just open the box and then pause the video while I unstick them. Brooke Fordyce. Name sounds familiar. I must have seen him a little bit in the early 2000s. Roger Cedeno, that's a familiar name. Brian Hunter. Charles Johnson. That's right, he was with the Orioles after Marlins, then Dodgers. I love this, the 99 Topps. I love this layout. It's one of my kind of just favorite designs of a card. I really like it. And I don't have a lot of the Topps Chrome from 99. I think I bought a graded Adam Dunn rookie card from this set. We'll see if we find him in here. Mike Cameron when he was with the Reds. He was with the White Sox, Reds, and I remember mostly from his time with the Mariners. He had a good long career as an outfielder. Pretty solid outfielder. A little bit of pop. Good defense. And there's Ron Gant in the later stages of his career. Of course, he was Braves hitter. Had a great 90 season there, hitting 303 with 32 home runs. Did 32 home runs the next year, but batting average kind of dropped down. Career 257 up at this point, so we have Ron Gant. All right, let me get a couple more here. Yeah, there's just a lot of sticking between these cards. Not really a good, efficient way to get a lot of them at the same time. It's basically one after the other. You just gotta pick them apart. Let's get a nice little stack here, and I'll. Got Michael Tucker coming up here. I'm also trying to pull them apart, but also not look at and reveal who they are, because I want to keep the surprise going for me too. It's not just you guys; it's also me. But yeah, it's literally every other card or every card I have to pull apart. So we got 121 cards, so 121 times I gotta peel it off the card next to it. Maybe almost a third of the way through this. So, all right, here we go. We've got Michael Tucker. I like these Angels uniforms. I kind of like that logo. They kind of went away from it in the mid-2000s, I think. Tony Bautista, he had a very interesting batting stance that I think he made an all-star team one year, and they were kind of talking about how odd his batting stance was. Rick Aguilera, very good reliever for a long time, especially with the Twins. He went to the Red Sox and back to the Twins, and he's on the Cubs here. He probably only had about maybe 2 or 3 more seasons at most left at this point. But yeah, pretty solid reliever. How many saves did he have? 275 at the 99 season. Jose Hernandez, Denny Nagel. He's a former Atlanta Brave in the mid to late 90s there. Brian Giles. Brett Boone. He would have a fantastic year with the Mariners in, was it 2001 or 2002, where he just basically was raking as a second baseman and even as any other position player. Great year for him that year. Greg Vaughn, Dean Palmer, Jose Canseco. This is the initial Devil Rays, right? This is this is the first season with the Devil Rays. So got Jose Canseco, might have a Wade Boggs and a Fred McGriff. I know those are the 3 big guys they brought in right away that were, of course, all past their prime. But Jose Canseco, I mean, let's look back at his stats leading into this season. Yeah, he was hitting 235 and 237, but still he had 46 home runs with the Blue Jays. So still had the power, but that batting average was nowhere. I mean, he had some seasons where he hit 300, but 266 was where his batting average career-wise had dipped to by then. Brown. Oh, Paul Konerko. He was a solid player. This is early on in his career. You get all those minor league stats there. With the Dodgers and with the Reds, and he would stick around with Chicago White Sox for most of his career. The David Wells Toronto Blue Jays season, which he came up with the Blue Jays, but then went back. Will Clark in the Orioles uniform. That's right, I forgot he was an Oriole. Giants, Rangers, and then he was hitting. I mean, his career average 302. He was a great hitter. Came out of Mississippi State with Rafael Palmeiro. They were both teammates there at Mississippi State. Might have gotten drafted the same year, or maybe they were one after the other. But yeah, he was a solid hitter. Great batting average throughout his career. And Reggie Sanders, good for the Padres at that point. Played with the Reds. I believe he was a Brave. at a certain point for maybe a year or two. So I saw him play a little bit as a Brave. I'll probably put all these in penny sleeves. Put them away in a box that I have. Yeah, they don't do well when they're all sitting together for, what, 23 years? So let that be a lesson to you. Don't put Topps Chrome cards in storage for 20 plus years and expect them to be easily pulled apart. Albert Bell's in his Oriole year. And maybe it was 2 years he was with them before he retired. You see some of the stats there. I mean, just great slugging stats. He slugged .714 one season with the Indians in '94. There's Mo Vaughn, one of my favorites. I liked Mo Vaughn. He was a solid hitter. Great batting average too. Like, he was not a pure power hitter. He had a great batting average too. He was, his career was a little on the short end. Like, if he had continued this into his 30s, into his mid 30s, or anything close to this, he would have been maybe a Hall of Famer. But a great career there for a first baseman. Played for the Angels there. This is his Angels. A lot of these guys, it's like their first season when they got traded. Of course, this is also the traded and rookies, so could be a little bit of that factored in. I'm sure, because this is the T82. So from the Red Sox or the Angels. So that would explain why we're seeing a lot of that situation with all these players who got traded. Armando Benitez. Here we got a Carl Crawford rookie card. So it looks like we're into a few rookies here. Carl Crawford with the Devil Rays there. They don't have his where he went to school. It must have been. Let's see. It's saying in the bio here. But yeah, two-sport athlete reminiscent of Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders. So a lot of lofty praise there compared to also Ken Griffey Jr. Didn't live up to the hype, but he had a very solid career, needless to say. But maybe not that Hall of Fame route that the other people, Ken Griffey Jr. at least, had in that one comparison. Omar Ortiz, David Walling. See if we can get a good rookie here. It's hard to tell sometimes there's two or not. And there we go. We got the Josh Hamilton. This is one of the prized ones in this set. Might put that aside. Might put that in a top loader. Juan Rivera, Mark Quinn, and here we go. We got the Adam Dunn as well. That's a good one right there. I have this in a graded slot too. A little bit of an indentation there at the top left. If I can get the reflection going, you might be able to see that. That's another good card in this set for the rookies. Juan Pena was upside down for some reason. Everything else is the other way. Carlos Pena. Brian Wolf, not Ryan Wolf, the pitcher. And then Chip Ambers. Some more rookies coming up here, it looks like. Might be all, the rest all might be rookies, so we got a lot to get through here. Probably about 2/3 about the way through this set of 121 cards. Got a pitcher coming up that we'll enjoy looking at. Got a peek at him. Still trying to not do that, but it's kind of hard. I'm trying to peel these apart. This one is extra tough. Okay, got that one. Some decent rookies in this class. I don't think we have any Hall of Famers per se, but definitely some really good players that I remember watching a lot in my formative years. Because around this time I was about done with elementary school, going into middle school, and a lot of these players are definitely bringing back some good memories. All right, let's do. I'm just going to finish off the rest of the collection here. Almost done. I got probably about 8 or so left to peel apart. All right. Oops. Adjust that again. There we go. All right, so finishing off here. Rob Ryan. Oh, there's 2 here. Yeah, these Diamondbacks and Devil Rays uniforms. I mean, of course, the Devil Rays are now the Rays, but I like those Diamondbacks uniforms. Those were neat. The purple and kind of teal color. I like that style. Now they're just kind of red and kind of red, black, and gold, I guess, a little bit. A little bit plain. Got Felipe Lopez. There's our guy, Mark Mulder there. He was, I believe, was he a Cy Young winner? They had a great staff there. This is going into like 2002, 2003. They had a fantastic rotation there with Mulder, Hudson, and Barry Zito. They would all go their separate ways, and Zito would have some good years with the Giants of San Francisco. Hudson would go on to be a big guy in the Braves rotation in the late 2000s. And then Mulder, I'm not sure if he, post Oakland, where he went to. I have to do some quick lookups on that to be informed on that. There's Alfonso Soriano. Oop, still stuck there. There we go. This is his, he's 20 years old at this point. Austin Kearns. There's an Expo. Bubba Crosby. He's a Rice University product. I think I might have had this guy, Steve Coiler, on MVP Baseball 2005. He might have been like a reliever in my bullpen. Just that name sounds so familiar. That might be where I recognize him from. Philip Norton and Justin Bowles. All right, last pay, we got probably maybe 20 more of these. And then we're finito. Eric Davis. Adam Everett. Oh, he was the Red Sox guy. Huh. All my memories of him were being a Astro. So this box was about $50. If you find it for cheaper than that, you're probably getting a pretty good deal. But I both of these were about $50 each plus shipping. So, or I think with shipping included, they're about $50. So there's Corey Patterson on the Cubs. But like I said, it's just kind of this era. A lot of memories for me watching baseball as a youngster. So that's a good set. I like the design of these cards. It's one of my favorites. It's simplistic. You've got just a lot of area there for just the showing of the player, and I think it's a great set. And the big cards in this is you got the Josh Hamilton, the Adam Dunn, Mark Mulder, Pat Burrell. He was the big. When was he drafted? He was number 1 overall by the Phillies in 1998. Big prospect, one of the bigger prospects in those drafts. Did not live up to the hype, but still had a decent career. Wasn't a total bust. These cards here, you can see, we got a bunch here. At the top, you got no chrome there; it's just plain white. That's the AJ Burnett. So a little bit off with the centering there. It looks like, the bottom should be, that's normal, but then that top there, you can see that's doesn't have the chrome there. But AJ Burnett, that's definitely he had a good career there as a pitcher for a long time. And we got this is a good one, the CC Sabathia, again with that chrome on the top they're missing. So I'll get another pack of this. I'm sure it'll have all the same cards if I'm not mistaken. And CC Sabathia, I would say, I think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's got the good pitching stats there over a long time, so I'll definitely hang on to that one. Dave Kelton, Jose Garcia, and that'll do it. So there you have it, the Topps 99 Chrome. Yeah, $50. Give me some nostalgia for my younger years, and pretty easy to get 2 box on eBay. Probably find a couple of these floating around. That'll be all.